only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. What a way to start this game. Try to rattle them right off the bat with an onside kick, and it pays off.
All right, let's get it. Right.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21.
Here we go.
Give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. The Sooners are in the red zone. To the air, it's Hawkins. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
The penalty gets back a few, but it's still 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's carry on. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's McIntyre. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. The screen, he's got wheels. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice
job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Young. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Red pass hits complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Tatum.
Brings up second down.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Leaves it with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Sooner. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Powers through the defender. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
To the air on first down. Fires left. A strike downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have. But When you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running a route, give him an opportunity.
Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Caught near the sticks. It's Gilbert. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So first down here as they go back to work. Caught in the backfield. It's Gilbert. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Back to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grab near the marker. It's Williams. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Grabbed behind the line, it's Tatum. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the...
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point,
sprinting away. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Love the the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. A third down try for the offense. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. And they can't make the play on third down.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it here.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Took them a little while to settle into this game, but this offense has it going here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, a little bit of a feeling out process there early, but they seem to have found something. They're going back to the well, and they need to keep that up here on this drive, David.
Definitely, and they got the momentum going, and once you start getting the momentum going, it's crazy what I've seen in college football. It's so hard to stop it. It takes over, and sometimes it leads to enormous swings.
Second down, he'll throw it. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Trying to take it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooner! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and read this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
And that puts him directly at 100 rushing for the day. He's shown you a little bit of everything, right? Shown you the speed, shown you quickness, the ability to break tackles, and obviously some durability to now get up to 100.
Turning it on! Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Gilbert. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Give to the running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Jones. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that
play. It's a draw. Nice move to keep running. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
Motion from the wide receiver. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Well, one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. And this is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. He slings it deep to the left. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Makes the grab. It's carry on. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? He breaks the tackle. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. 4th down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
They want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Luis. They are sending a very clear message.
There he goes! And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Quick timeout call on the offense after the play.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to be gassed.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The play action fake. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. The 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Irish.
Dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Algier. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab at the 30. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Oklahoma. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Gilbert.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. From the gun, the running back has it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Jones. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. The give on the inside. Got enough for the first down. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Flips it out to the back. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box, the play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Penn State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Beaver Stadium. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Happy Valley crowd who leaves happy with the win. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays on me.
And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. The give from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback now breaking the field. Grabbed over the middle. It's Kearney. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got his man on the right. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Calls his own number. Touchdown, Sooners! And that one will give him the lead.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. His drive will open from the 15. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the catch. It's Smith. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there, because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route. Against zone coverage, quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Now the play fake. Fires downfield. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. They'll run it. It's Williams. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Got it! He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to power their way ahead. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
And here we go, down the score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fullback's got it. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get Hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. Hit as he throws. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
From midfield, looking for room. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here come the Irish, back on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Corners are going to bail. To the air on 2nd down. He's looking deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper. Understand, they're down. I'm going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He'll try to take it back. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Sooners are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to 1st down.
I'll tell you, this guy can just take games over. He can just make things happen when it doesn't look like anything's there. That time they go RPO. They're expecting to throw the football and have to make a play, but nobody...
Gashes the heart of the knee. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Missouri just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to victory. And that's really the standard there in Columbia. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Under fire. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They get to him as he throws. Got him downfield. Great move. Now he's got room. Turning on the Jets. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel. Gets nailed, but is able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ballgame. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And he makes the extra point. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He's chased out of bounds, but he takes that return across the 50 to the 48. The Sooner offense returns to the field. 1-possession game, getting late. First order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock and it will be your friend. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Barrels ahead. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw it.
Looking for the end zone. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown. It is a dagger in this game.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Irish!
Well, you get the touchdown, but there's not a lot of time left. So you need to get the onside kick. You may have time for one more play, one shot to throw it in the end zone and somehow see if you can steal this game.
He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. First things first, they have to recover the onside kick, and then they'll have time for probably just one play. The hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.